So, yeah.
Hi, everyone.
Yeah. So, yeah, we're live now. So, I just, hi, my name is Hamza, as you all know, and I have the special guest with me today, Amina Rahshid Khan. She's from Raka Events, and she is currently working in Karachi. Hi, Amina. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Amina Rashid Khan,
Yeah.
one of the partners of Raka Associates Raka Events.
Yeah.
I work with my unfortunately, she's not here with me right now, but maybe in another session we'll get her back in. We do a lot of events all over, but mainly based in Karachi.
Okay.
And I hope you guys have seen our work.
I think, yeah. I want to ask you, how did your journey started as an event planner?
So I can tell you my journey.
Okay.
My mom always, she started doing APGA golf, and back in the day when there only used to be balls.
Okay. I think I lost you. Hi, can you hear me? Yeah, I think the connection got lost.
Got stuck.
Yeah.
Again.
So yeah, your journey as an event planner, you were saying.
So I was saying that I can tell you my side because my mom has a side, but like she got into it with APGA golf and then eventually all these sports events, squash federation. She started and got into doing all these balls and charity events, and the event management company kind of got made. I was in college when I actually started doing events.
Okay.
But it was. I basically started by doing club night. Now, I don't know if you know what that is, but I started this concept in Karachi, which was called club night.
Okay.
And we these club events all over the place and sell tickets. And at that time, selling tickets was not really something that happened. So it was a new concept, which was difficult to get people to, start that concept. Because, at one point when you come back from college, and everything was so expensive all of a sudden. People had less events happening because, it was that strange time where people, don't want to call so many people over because, you have to buy, I don't know if I should say this, but alcohol and drinks and all of these things. It just makes events a lot more expensive, right? So that's why I thought of the concept of doing a club night and getting people all across. And that's how I basically got into events once I started doing that. And it did so well, and I just realized that I love it. I love designing. I love interiors. So it's the same thing. It's basically just designing the place. And every time it's different. So I just loved that concept, and that's how I got into it. I was still working in TV when I moved back from college. I was working at Play TV for a while. And actually, I even studied in college. I studied film animation. People get shocked at that, but that's what I did. Because I wanted to do film. But it just so happened that I enjoyed doing the decor and it just kind of panned out.
I think you must have did you actually involve your mother in the club nights, or were you just, it was like a sole project?
She was part of everything. Like any event we've ever done, my mom has been there. Because look, all the manpower, everything, I couldn't do anything without her. Like, she's really good at, I can't do anything without her. Let's just say that.
Okay, the thing thing about me and my mother is her.
Yes.
The thing about me and my mother is that my mother, she has this classical design sense, and I'm a bit modern. So how does it work with you and your mother?
So with me and my mom, it's very clear cut. And anybody who comes for meetings to our office, like, they're always laughing because me and my mom are always fighting and arguing with each other. Like, always. But it's just like, it's understood. It's because, so now the way we kind of plan it is that I am the design person. And I do especially when it comes to construction, because that's
Okay.
my forte.
Okay.
When there's construction involved and making things and customizing. And my mom is an expert in flowers.
Okay.
Like, I'm not at all. I just know in the end, okay, that's the kind of look. Yes, no, yes, no. But
Okay.
she knows how to put the flowers together and all of that. So the design process is me.
Okay.
She does the implementing also and the florals.
And
So we kind of have standing.
And what do you have to say about your style? What's your style? Like, why do people come to you?
Honestly, I don't know if I have a specific style, but I do know that I always try and do something different.
Okay.
And mainly when people come to us,
Yeah.
they want something different.
Okay.
And I hate that word actually, because so many people come to you like, "Hame different chahiye, something new, something different." You don't want to pay for it, so it's really tough. And it's really, really tough to always come up with something and do something different, because pretty much everything's been done.
True.
Like it's really tough. But having to push yourself, and I really think interiors makes, like, for me, interiors, and I love it. I go through magazines and I follow a lot of interior designers and all of that. It keeps refreshing your, at least for me, my thought process, design process, and all of that.
Acha, what I've seen from events in Karachi is that I see a lot of variety in the furnishing. We don't get to see that in Lahore. So is it like vendors are there? Do they have a lot of varieties? What's happening there?
So, yes, furniture is key actually. There is so many vendors here in Karachi that have all kinds of furniture. And the problem over here is, it's a huge issue, because one person will make one thing, 20 will copy it.
True.
So the same, I mean, and I know, I can even imagine what it is that you're talking about, because every picture that you see in the last 2 years, the white tables, har tasveer mein, har ek mein, har cheez, that same table is everywhere. Okay, first the diamond cocktail tables came out, table range came out, and every single vendor copies every single other one, trying to undercut. Because what happens is, and it's really sad actually, I wish it was different and everybody could work together, that somebody will go to a vendor and be like, and I'm just giving an example because it has happened to us many times, they'll show a picture of one of my events. Now most of our, we use our own furniture, a lot of it, so we take from outside also, but most of the stuff is our own. So they'll say, हमें ये चाहिए, अब वो चाहिए, so he won't bother to ask me, can I rent it, because obviously make it himself. So that's how it happens. Most of these vendors making it to get the job. So then everyone ends up having all kinds of stuff. But yes, we have a lot of variety, thank God, especially in clothes and.
And have you thought about going into rentals for your own furniture?
It's funny you mentioned that. Now, because things are so bad, I don't think we have a choice. That we have to think of things outside of just events. But event rentals is something for a long time I've been planning. But for the same problem that I just told you, that there are so many vendors that copy every single thing, and then it goes, undercutting. That's the only reason I've been kind of scared to do it. But we have so much stuff ourselves. It's unbelievable. Like, we have 5 warehouses already that are just full of stuff. So and yes, it only makes sense to rent it. Initially, I was of the opinion that I only wanted for my own events. Otherwise, they become too common, all of that. But I think now the time has come where we just need to start doing events. So yes, very soon you'll see a Raka event rental page.
I started rentals 2 years ago, and it was all through Instagram, and it has been doing really great. Like, people ask us to do the production for them. People ask us to rent them all the chairs. And what I've done is I've created a portal where not only me, but other vendors can also post their furniture. So we can actually collaborate on that. Let's talk about that after. Yeah.
Done.
So next question.
So I do.
You say? Okay.
No. Go ahead.
Okay. What's your target audience? What do you think is the right audience for Raka events?
So, I mean, we do all kinds of events. We don't hold back. Like, I mean, when it's corporate events, private events, birthday parties, we do. I mean, we've done shoots also. So there's no specific like one type of, I mean, we've done all kinds of events, like for
Yeah.
all kinds of people. So I don't think there's a specific market, but yes, it's also niche in the sense that we're not volume based, right?
Okay.
Like people who want to come to us usually come when they want to spend a little more. I know it sounds horrible, but like it's a bit of a niche, right? Because they
Yeah.
want something. But yes,
Yeah.
of course, we also, by the way, we're a bit badnamed in the sense that we're expensive and blah, blah, blah. It's not that we also do low budget events. I mean, we've done events on surprisingly low budgets as well, but it's just up to, you know, what people want, and then they have to be realistic about it. So I try and avoid that, because a lot of times people are realistic and they want that in that, right? So it becomes tough. But I would say it's not like a specific niche or a target market that we go for. I mean, we're open to working with anyone and everyone and all types. Like there's no specific. Obviously, we want the big budgets, so but like that.
Okay, so how do the clients approach you? Do they approach you through Instagram, or maybe mostly it's referral?
So I mean, I get so many Instagram messages all the time requesting package.
Yeah.
I'm like, we don't have package. Like that's not the way we work, right?
Okay.
Like we're not. How do I say? We don't have packages. It's all customized. You come to us, have a meeting, and then it's customized. Can be in your budget. It doesn't mean it's going to go above, but like we don't have packages because we're not caterers. Like we don't do a per head, you know. So most of them come through meetings, word of mouth. They contact us through, just through people, or mostly, I would say.
And what services do you offer? Let's say if a client comes to you, say, Amna, I need a venue, I need a photographer, can you check with my appointments?
Work with a lot of people, and most of them ask us opinions. We always give them whoever we're comfortable with. We'll tell them that, you know, these photographers, or this person for cakes, and, you know, this person, the clothes, obviously they do themselves. But even that, actually, we have helped with. I have friends in all these fields, so it's not difficult.
That's not difficult. Okay, because I believe in Pakistan we have all these event planners, but we don't have a wedding planning service. Like we don't.
Yeah. You know, I think people over here, they like to micromanage a lot of the. I don't know if it would work. I'm not sure. But most of the time, when they've come to us, they've already done this Jora, and they've already booked this person and that person, and then they come to us and ask opinion when it's too late. And then I'll be like, you know, chalo, what about this? What about this? And they'll be like, hey, it's too late. Humne to advance de diya hai. They don't, you know what I mean? A lot of people, I think, just prefer to do it themselves. But I'm sure there is a market, but it's something that one needs to see if it would work or not.
Okay.
To put them all together, right? Like a wedding planning thing.
Yeah. I think that is what we started doing is we're planning to open a website. We're planning to do
one-stop shop would be easy for people. Sorry to cut you.
What we're planning to do is we're planning to open a website. What we're doing is if you want to plan, you can plan events in Karachi as well. Because यहाँ से for me to come to Karachi and plan events, it would be very tough. So मेरा होगा कि बेहतर होगा कि if I tell someone, let's say I tell you that I have this client over here who wants this. So this is what we're planning to do. We're planning to create a website now. आजकल तो ये है कि events are बंद हो गए, दिमाग ज़्यादा चलना शुरू हो गया towards these things.
Everyone is forced to be creative. Literally.
So another thing that I want to ask you, I think I've heard that you have planned events in Lahore.
So I've done events in Lahore. I've done YPO event at Mancha Farms. We did this lovely event there, and we've done with Unilever. I've done a few fashion weeks. You know, the PFDC Fashion Week that happens. So we usually have a portion for them that we do a few events. But I haven't done too many in Lahore. Because, you know, the only issue is that it's expensive for us. The way we work is that I have to go down, forget me, our whole team, we take all our own people, our own stuff. So that's the only reason why. And I've even done Ikra's event also, actually, at the farm also. So yes, we have done events. It's not like we haven't. But and I would love to do more. Definitely in Lahore. I just it's just the expense factor.
Yeah. But
We
have you
don't
thought?
even have a warehouse. I have a small warehouse that's been in Lahore for like 5 years, and it's just been sitting there. So yeah.
So, like, haven't you thought about using the vendors there, or like, कि लाहौर के vendors ही use किए जाएं?
So you don't know me, but I'm a control freak.
Okay.
I'm a big control freak, and I don't trust easily unless I've worked with the person, and I'm like
Okay.
100%.
Okay.
So once that happens, then yes, 100%, I would do that.
Okay.
But I haven't had the time to do that either. Come to Lahore, I would need to spend time and, really like
Okay.
meet all the vendors and feel more
Okay.
comfortable. Then, of course.
Okay. The next question is how much the client is involved in the design process. यहाँ तो ये कहते हैं कि I just leave it up to you. Do whatever you want.
That's a dream when that happens. It does happen though. I've had many clients who are like, we trust you completely, blah, 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 go.
Okay.
But then you have the ones that are terrors.
Yeah.
That will just, and I've actually had to be like, please leave me. You just enjoy your wedding and just leave it up to me. So this also happened before. But most of the time, most of the people that come to us are really cool. They'll just give us, an idea of what they want in the initial meetings.
Yeah.
And actually with us to avoid any kind of, disappointment, or I always make the design before, show it so it's approved, and then so that in the end nobody can come to me and say, but this is not what you told me, when I'm like, this is exactly what you approved. That's the best thing to do, I would say. Yeah.
But let's say that if a client comes to you, what's the first thing that you show them? You show them your previous designs, or you make mood boards for them?
First, they will come and they'll ask to see our previous work.
Yeah.
And then we'll take down all the notes of what they want. Yeah. Obviously, what their expectations are, how many people, blah, blah, blah. The usually comes later because they never give us a budget in the first meeting, ever, as many times in the past.
Yeah.
But they always usually then ask for a design. The design takes, a week or however long when we ask for them to come back, and then continue the process. But I do, what I like to do is, I like to make a WhatsApp group with the bride. With the bride and the groom if he's involved, and whoever the close party is, and we do like a back and forth of brainstorming. So that happens with clients who are, a little keen.
Okay. And do you show them what's in the production? Let's say if it's a new design, do you show them how it's being done, or what's the process, what it's going through, or you?
No, I just show them what I'm going to give them. I don't show them the product.
Okay. So another question that I have. Okay.
3D mein dikhate hain. Usually in 3D, I will show them everything.
Okay. And do you charge for the 3D? या फिर उसके बाद वो, like, they give you the payment?
That's the cost. I don't charge separately.
Okay.
I should, but
मुझे बस ये होता है कि इतना टाइम लगता है डिजाइन करने में, and they just rejected it.
It takes forever. It's actually, but for me, it's important.
Yeah. And what if they say कि हमारे budget में ये चीज नहीं आ रही? We love your design, but हमारे budget में ये चीज नहीं आ रही. And
that happens all the time. They make us do all the work and then be like, nahi. And then I'm like, why did you do this to me? Yeah. But no, that happens a lot. So always in the first meeting, I always try. And by the way, with me and my mom, it's good cop, bad cop. Completely.
Yeah, same here.
And okay, I shouldn't use any bad words here, but I'm the bad one. And that's normally how it is in all the meetings, especially when it comes to budgets and money, because I'm very blunt and I'll be like, no, I can't do it. Or, what's the budget? You can't afford it. And my mom will be like, no, we'll do it, and this and that. She's like really sweet, and like she gets pushed over sometimes, just to they can squeeze her to get stuff out. So I'm the difficult one and she's the angel.
Okay. अच्छा, अक्सर ये होता है that a client, what they do is last minute changes. They do a lot of last minute changes. Like, can you add this, Amina? Can you add this Mende thal? Can you do that? How do you charge them? Do you charge them right there and then?
Any extra is charged extra.
Okay.
So when we have a budget and the budget is this is approved, anything that's extra, then we'll keep it as an extra. Like we've done that before. Okay, somebody has added those what do you call them, the dolies and all of that. A lot of times, if it's a big budget event, we let a few things go, and we don't charge them, and we, you know, kind of like take it into the flower budget or whatever, depending on the item. But otherwise, many times I can tell you that in Mendes and bigger events, things are added on, like you know, food for the drivers or like certain things, but it's always on an addition.
Okay, do you do food and catering as well, or
we work with caterers?
okay,
So we have our own person that we work very closely with. So yes, we have offered catering
okay,
and kind of oversee that whole thing.
okay,
But I have not started a catering division yet. We also have an alliance now
okay,
with Delhi. You know Delhi, the Delhi
yeah,
restaurant.
yeah,
So because we do a lot of events together anyway, so it only makes sense for us to kind of work together. And we've been doing some good stuff, and we hope to hopefully get events and do them together now.
Okay, we
Because
do.
their food is very good.
Me and my mother, we do in-house catering. When we started, we did catering as well as event decor. And trust me, catering is more profitable.
100%.
Yeah.
My office guys have been telling me, like, I can't tell you, every day he says, Chota kitchen, khol de, Chota kitchen to khol de. You know, he's like pulling his hair out, and I'm like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. But like, let's see. No, let's see.
It's less investment, but a lot of profits. That is something that I can tell you. Plus, the package that we give to the clients, it's they cannot refuse it. क्योंकि उनको होता है कि अच्छा ठीक है, हम लोग खाने से थोड़ा कम कर लेते हैं, decor में थोड़ा सा ज़्यादा करके, मतलब mix and match करके, the budget that we give them, they cannot go elsewhere because we're making huge profits out of it. So that is something I would say. Your office person is right. छोटा kitchen खोल लेना चाहिए.
Oh, he's right. The problem is just I don't know. Let's see.
Okay.
There are lots of things in my mind that I need to do to expand. Let's hope it comes to that. Let's hope events start first.
Yeah. What are you thinking? When will it start? But what I'm thinking is December mein shuru hoga and it will be open air events mostly.
I don't know. You know, I actually just did balloons for somebody's birthday today, where they had to, you know, cancel everything, and we only did these like fancy packages instead of a party, which would go to all the kids' friends. And the client is actually one of the head of our Khan.
Okay.
And he was telling like the situation is very bad, you know, and it's not getting better, and it will not. It's probably going to plateau and all of that. So keeping that in mind, plateau for a few months means yes, if it's December at all and things have gotten better, it'll be open air, but I think the numbers will still be low unless we all just kind of forget about it and become immune and say jo ho gaya so ho gaya. I don't know.
And how is it like working at wedding halls or marquees there in Karachi? Are you in contract with some venues there or?
No. So yeah, I mean the only thing you have to be like, for example, at golf club you have to be on the panel.
Okay.
But apart from that, there's no panels. Like at all the beach luxury hotel, PC, all of that, it's just there's no panel. Like I have a good relationship with most people. So if we get an event, we just call them and do it. It's the same as it would be anywhere else. I don't like it when a place has a panel, except for golf club, that's different. But like if a hall only allows to, you know, decor, I don't like that. I would then kind of keep my client away from there.
Okay. I've taken a few pictures from your Instagram, and I would like to discuss some of your events. So I hope you can see the screen now. Can you see the screen?
Yes.
Okay.
Style award.
That's you and your mom, right?
That was the photo, the LSA photo set that we did for all the winners.
Okay.
Which Amin J was shooting at.
Lovely. Let's talk about this. I love the cake table.
This was done a long time ago. This was done for a birthday party, and she wanted it to be a wow factor. She said, I don't want to waste money. You know, because it's so expensive to do these birthdays. Actually, it costs as much as it would to do like God, I don't even want to get into it. But so we decided that we'll do one crazy dessert table and the rest would just be simple chairs, like nothing else. There was nothing else.
Okay.
But this turned out so good that we didn't really need anything else because everybody was just taking pictures, and it was basically based on Cinderella. So it was like a Cinderella carriage.
Yeah. And I think
And I had
it's
to kind of make it round, and so people could go around it. And obviously, we changed the proportions here and there.
it looks
And
huge. Is it like in pieces or?
It was huge.
Yeah.
And just the top was separate. The bottom, it was not. It was, we made it and then brought it. It was just put together, like the table bit of it. It was massive. It was massive.
Yeah.
It was such a problem, I remember. But it turned out well.
And do you still have it? Do you still have it with you? This one?
No, I did, but it's destroyed. The amount of things that have gotten destroyed is it's very difficult to keep big items actually.
Yeah. What I've done now is I've gotten into like pehle hota tha MDF. Now it's all wrought iron stuff, which is like you just have to paint them.
Yeah.
It's mostly wrought iron stuff that we're doing.
So wrought iron is, I mean, I love wrought iron. I have a lot of furniture that's wrought iron.
Yeah.
But it's a different look, right?
Yeah.
A lot of the, big pieces and installations that we do, I can't do in wrought iron. Most of it would be fiber or wood.
Wood, okay.
Yeah. Depending on the look and feel. This one took forever.
Okay, the next one is this curiosity.
So this one was for a Mende. Again, they wanted a wow factor, an Instagram booth. Okay. So it was basically mainly, and it was all floral.
Okay.
It was all floral. The only steel stuff in this was the poles. The rest, it was, it was steel frame.
Okay.
Had to be. So the whole thing was a steel frame. It was very complicated, actually, I remember, because we made it quite big. Yeah. And if you see these carved little flowers up on the roof.
Yeah.
We make so many of these and embed them in the roof of this. So it was quite complicated.
Did you use styrofoam or just a metal frame?
No. There's no styrofoam.
No styrofoam, okay.
No, I'll tell you where there's styrofoam. There's styrofoam where the chat ke phool hai.
Okay.
Wo styrofoam.
Okay.
But the actual horses and all of that, they're wood.
Oh, they would.
Yeah.
Okay. And wood
glued.
And I think when was this event? Because now we get these 3D styrofoam cut structures. Tab easy ho jata the masking and everything.
A while back.
Yeah.
Before any. Yeah. But I'm not. I feel like wood lasts. I've used these quite a few times, and I'm still using them. So it's
amazing.
The wood would last me. Styrofoam would not.
Okay. Yes, that's really true. And styrofoam it's not that cheap. It's very expensive though.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's my mom.
Yeah, I love how she's posing it. She's like,
she looks
so adorable.
It's a Spanish theme at, I think the ambassador, somebody was coming, and this was a big event. So she had designed this Spanish fan, which was all wrought iron and flowers.
Yeah.
It was very
okay, when I first saw it, I thought it was like a peacock.
No, it was actually a Spanish theme, the entire event.
Okay. And did she did it by herself, or were you there as well?
No, I was here. I'm always there.
Okay.
No, she designed this one, the flowers. I told you she's the flower lady.
Yeah.
This was a wedding, golf club wedding.
So when I first saw this, I was like, is this a green carpet or is this AstroTurf?
It is green carpet.
Green carpet. I love it. And
this is a huge hall where we can't afford that.
Okay. And do you always use fresh carpets for your events?
Depends on the budget.
Okay.
But most of the time, no. It's rented. So they wash it and they put it out. Okay. And it's very rare to get brand new carpet. But in this one, it was new, I think.
Okay. And the backdrop, it's all, it seems
all
like
new.
And the backdrop, it's this is like panoptics, or is it?
Yeah, it's got layers of actual twigs in front of it
Okay, amazing.
to give it like a 3D effect.
Yeah. Okay, what I've
Because
seen,
this was the theme.
what I've
It
seen,
wasn't cactus theme, it was Mexican.
what I've seen
That's the wrong.
from your work is you do a lot of these like huge lemons, huge strawberries. You do that a
It's
lot
fun.
with your events.
I
I love
like
those.
to I like to do different stuff, and I just like things that are a bit funky and cool,
Yeah, yeah,
depending on the event, right? And
yeah.
actually, you'll be surprised the amount of people that come to me for that. They
Really.
want something like that because I've gotten known to make these customized, larger than life fiber things.
Yeah.
They come to me for that, and they don't realize how much work there is involved. But yes, um, because it's not styrofoam; it's actual fiber,
Okay.
and
Okay.
it's things that we can use.
Okay. I see a lot of corporate events. Like mostly, I've seen you do like a launch event of YouTube. So
Yes,
is Raka known more for corporate events or more for weddings? What do you specialize in?
I think I don't think we're known for a mix because we do a
Mix.
lot of balls, so a
Yeah.
lot of. I don't think that there's one specific. I do think that the corporate events that come to us are
Yeah.
only for those events that want more decor.
Okay.
If they want
Yeah.
something special, they want to look premium and really, then they come to us.
Okay.
I wish all would come to us, but I know that mostly this is what the trend is. And
And what kind of events?
yeah,
What kind of events you really want to do? Like check it. Like, mujhe, if I get cocktail parties, I love to do them. If I
I
get
love doing.
yeah,
I
same.
love lunches like this, balls
Yeah.
like this, like SOP I've been doing for years. I love doing it. New Year's Eve Special Olympics ball.
Okay.
Uh,
Awesome.
One of these, it's a big challenge actually. I love doing Lux Style Awards. It's one of the biggest challenges. It is so hard,
Yeah.
but like, especially this year, though, I mean, the last year, this year,
Yeah.
hua hi nahi
Yeah.
hai. Last year's, it was really tough, but we worked our butts off, my whole team, and we managed to get it. And it was more work than the years previously because we had an outdoor area also, which was the
Yeah.
red carpet. We had put it outside, so we had, instead of 2 areas, we had 3 complete areas to do. And but it's always fun. So I like things that challenge me.
Okay. And how long before that you started planning the Lux Style
Oh
Awards?
God, I think we had 2 months or 1 month or something like that, because I remember it got postponed and it came
Yeah.
back, and it came back in a rush, and there was hardly any time left. Month and a half या इस तरह कुछ तो होगा, 2 महीने, 1 month.
Month and a half is nothing, I think, for Lux Style Awards. You need
No,
about
because
3 months.
I came on, and then because there are too many processes till you know that you're doing it. You know what I mean? Like, there's so many people to give approvals, many people to, I think once a decision is finally made,
Yeah.
then there's a short period after that.
Okay.
If you get what I'm saying.
Yeah. And like I've worked with the government, and that's not a good experience. What they do is you need to get a lot of approvals, and at the same time, what they do is they pay you after doing the event, which I don't
Yeah.
like.
I can imagine.
So I can understand the kind of approvals that is needed for corporate events.
But no, Unilever is amazing. That way, they're very good company to work with. They're our government, I have no idea. So I do, like, my mom has things to say, but so far, mashallah, we haven't had any like major problems with anybody.
And what was this event?
It's the same. This is all Kidney Center, the infamous Kidney Center branch. But so even the one, the Cactus one, this is all the Kidney Center branch.
Okay, this Kidney Center, is it like a charity function? Do you?
Yes,
Okay.
it's a charity branch that happens every year.
Okay.
So the first one I ever did was the octopus wala. With the upar se wo octopus.
Yes, I've seen
Then
it.
after that, I went to the Mexican. Then we went to the Amalfi Coast, which was the lemon. And then we went to the, I will not name wala incident with the statues and all of that.
Okay.
this year,
Amazing.
which I had to remove.
And the lemons on these pots, are these fresh lemons?
No,
No.
the
Okay.
artificial.
Okay.
These
And
are artificial.
these are fiber. The
Yes.
the ones that are hanging. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Amazing. I thought it was like, because in Lahore we have this company who does styrofoam cutting. We get the
Yes.
styrofoam
Yes.
cutting, yeah. But the fiber is amazing. Okay, this is a kind of like birthday I really love. But the thing about me and birthdays is that I don't watch Disney anymore. I don't watch like animated cartoons anymore. So
Yeah.
how do you research on those things? Like, do you actually
So
go up?
this
Yeah.
the mom of the boy whose birthday it was came to me with the theme, and we both have a very similar funky kind of quirky style, and she was like, let's do Dr. Seuss.
Yeah.
And because it's so quirky and with the stripes, and he has this cool illustrations, and also
Yeah.
it was like right up my alley. So
Okay.
I came with this crooked house, and took his artworks and stuff. It was fun. It was a really fun one,
Okay. I love the
because we just want table and keep it like simple yet effective.
I love the paneling that you did. Those I don't know what's it called,
Yeah.
but the white panels that you did.
So this is all basically based on his illustrations,
Okay.
Dr. Seuss. So if
Okay.
you see the storybooks and all of that, it's pretty cool.
That's amazing. Let's talk about this. I don't think I saw the hashtag. It was written Dubai events. So this was in Dubai.
I love doing destination events whenever I get a chance. So this was my most recent one, actually. This was Abhi February mein.
Yeah.
And it was a lot of work, but it turned out very well, I think.
Okay. And how did you manage it? How do you manage it? Let's say, okay, you were saying that you need to bring your whole
So
team to Lahore.
no, so not for destination weddings. Look,
Yeah.
I've done 3 in Thailand,
Okay.
and I've done this one in Dubai.
Yeah.
And now I basically, people would hire me
Yeah.
as the designer.
Okay.
So I design the entire events, and I have to work with the planners, not planners are the wrong word, sorry, excuse me, the vendors
Okay.
over there, to make sure that my design is implemented.
So what I've seen from, I'll just give you a minute. Okay.
No, go ahead, it's fine.
Okay, what I've seen when I was in Canada, when I was in US, what I've seen, and they have websites saying that, okay, you can find this vendor here. We have this vendor for this. Like, you can find the vendors on website. So what about Dubai? How did you find
Dubai,
vendors?
yes, I mean, I met with event planners that my friends had recommended, but the problem is that if someone has hired me,
Yeah.
how can I go to another event planner? Yes, I
Yeah.
can, but it's like double kharcha happening.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So I actually found this Pakistanis who do a lot of work there in terms of stalls and exhibitions and all of that. And
Yeah.
because I didn't need an event, I am an event planner.
Yeah. Yeah.
I only need somebody who could carry out your steps or your stage or your trussing, and like now I know it even better because I know the florist team and I know all of that, so it's not an issue.
Okay. So if I'm planning,
But work at the same time.
okay. So if I have
It's
an event in Dubai, I'll surely contact you
yeah,
for guidance.
100%. It was a very, very short time frame though. That's the only thing.
Acha, what I've seen from your events is because Lahore may be like most of the event planners and even the clients ask us to use a lot of artificial flowers. What is like there in Karachi? Do people say कि हमें artificial चाहिए, or are they okay with using artificial?
So over here, I think it's less,
Okay.
but now it's becoming more accepted.
Okay.
But before that, people were totally dead against it. But now a lot of artificial is being used. A lot of it. I don't. For me, a rule of thumb is, and my mom especially, that the artificial, as long as you can't touch it,
Yeah.
if it's not in your reach,
Yeah.
then like artificial is fine. But
Yeah.
like obviously table centerpieces and this and that, it should not be like that. Should be real then, or wherever you can touch, wherever your hand can reach. That's what we keep kind of as a benchmark.
Okay.
But to bring costs down, that problem is we have no choice but to use artificial.
Okay. And the last question, what are you doing nowadays in order to like,
To
uh,
keep busy
yeah, yeah,
in this time.
yeah,
Okay, so basically there's been like no events happening, as we all know.
yeah,
For 4 months, it's been like a disaster, literally. So many losses, so much, but what to do? So the way we look at it is kind of just keep your name out there so people don't forget you. That's the way
yeah,
I look at it.
yeah.
And I've started doing a lot of small things just to kind of keep busy. My
Okay,
mom has been doing flower deliveries,
okay,
as in flowers. Like people have been booking flowers for occasions, Eid, birthdays, this, that. And this started as a way to keep my florists afloat because they
okay.
were all going corrupt in a very bad way,
True.
and they needed the help. So
Okay,
my mom has been helping them throughout. I have been trying to help my electrician and my office boys to get work by starting tents. I
yeah,
started a new concept, which I'll be putting up new ones soon on my Instagram,
yeah.
where with the restaurant, we were doing with Delhi.
Okay,
We come to your house and to encourage people to stay at home. It's a full dining experience, but it's
yeah.
delivery.
Okay,
So starting that to keep busy. Yes, nikahs have started chote mote, but it's
yeah.
still not safe. So we prefer not to do anything
Okay,
and start doing packaging, as I mentioned, small stuff like that. Father's Day, we did. I just want to come up with different things that are Instagrammable, that's fun, that people just know that you're still there, so that when events actually do happen, they don't
yeah.
forget you.
But I saw the Father's Day thing that you did. That was a huge, like the breakfast on table. That was, I
Yeah,
think, it
it,
was a huge success. I think it was. I saw that.
it,
Yeah, yeah. How did you
it
manage it?
was.
Like, how did you manage it sending in the morning? Because I was like, okay,
My
uh,
God, this was the first time
yeah,
that I I was literally in their kitchen, in the Delhi kitchen, and
yeah,
I was making sure of everything, and I didn't realize that even food deliveries can be as stressful as events. Like the timing, because the thing is, most of the people who had booked from me, I couldn't get their timing late. That was
yeah,
the number one thing,
yeah,
because it's breakfast in bed.
yeah.
So it was so stressful, but mashallah, it all went really well. But it's tough. I mean, we did a lot of pre-planning. I mean, I have nothing else to do but pre-plan these days. So organize the timings and the drivers and all of that. So then it becomes easy.
So that's okay. Okay, Amna, thank you so much for joining me, and it was lovely
Have
talking to you. It was lovely
nice
talking to you.
talking to
Yeah, and
you.
hope and let me know if you need any kind of like consultation or help in your rental business. I would love to guide you how it works.
Done.
Take care. Okay, I'll
You.
I'll contact you soon, inshallah. Take care.
Thank you.
Allah Hafiz.
Hafiz.